for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Flips it out in the flat. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Rebels want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Yates. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels!
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And he made the extra point without problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On second down, wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it, moves past the marker. Turns it on and They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Gets open down the middle. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know.
Looking to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he tacked on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Hill. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
He'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw. It's Yates. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He rifles one deep to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He's looking for a man on second down. It's complete on the right side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Rebels are on the move. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. using the quick game. Ripping through the defense. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try it over the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Yates. Release to the back. He's got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Otis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time.
Oh, look out! And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm finding more ways to get this guy the football. I feel like he is just a home run waiting to happen. We saw it in his last game when he had over 100 rushing yards. He's almost at the 100-yard mark now.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Green. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. And I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Yates. Going up top. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Trying to slam in.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Leaves it with the running back. At the 10, he's got room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Yates. He slings it deep to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll take the deep shot. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Running it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses one. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Yates. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dropped by.
The running back
Scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3.
brings up 2nd down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Yates. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
He uncorks one deep, and he makes the catch inside the 10, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 85.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 17 over Colorado. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Yates. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. And he's running in the open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the ground game. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, It's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point was good.
That makes the score Clemson 49, Ole Miss 21.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the air, it's Yates. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
He has just never been able to get into a rhythm in this game. He's already thrown 3 picks. He's been hit a lot. That time throwing off his back foot forces another incompletion.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback checking off. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things.
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Number 0 is in the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score.
Ole Miss 28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly complete. Got room at the 35. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Hill. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
42 slider.
The give from the gun. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box, so that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
And he's thrown another interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt the try.
With the grab and the score.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 19. Set to kick this one away.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Ole Miss Rebels will take over first and 10.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
He finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Hill. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
28.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Yates. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Now they'll run the draw. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Rebels are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy.
Looking for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short.
Terry, Highland, Tuna, Acorn.
Looking for a man. It's Yates. Floats it out in space. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They got it to him out in the flat, but a sure tackle and the big stop there for this defense.
And those aren't easy tackles. You know, you're stretched way out wide. You're running a long way to come up and make a tackle, but great job by the defense, seeing it, reacting, getting the guy on the ground quickly.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Timeout.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the catch, he's got enough. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift, a late touchdown.
Man, this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
Western offense will take over 1st and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Green. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, every time you watch the tape, You know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line.
Take over. First and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Hill. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You actually probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Quarterback Will Audible. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On second down, he'll fire. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. To throw, it's Yates. Got his man in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
Lion. Thin. Go. Squirrel. Terrier.
He'll set up to throw. It's incomplete as the two-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over.